AOP is you can go and look at something called LibFoo. This is a much wider tool in terms of what it does. It actually tries to really extend the .NET Object Model and it does some really, really cool stuff. One of them is AOP. So you can go and look this one up, and it actually employs some kind of compile time and runtime techniques. This is a quite interesting project on its own right. But if you sort of look at PostSharp and think, let's check out some other options, this is another really good one to check out. So as Shakespeare said, to AOP or not to AOP, that is the question. And really, we can see there's some benefits here. AOP creates some much better factoring of our cross-cutting concerns. So then we can more easily maintain them, we can more easily introduce them, we can sort of get ourselves another level of being able to configure things at compile time. So we can say in one place, I want to do the logging or I don't. You sort of get a few more options for developer specialization. So you might have someone in your organization who's really, really great at doing the security stuff. You could get them to develop some sort of security-related aspects, and then you could just tell the other developers to work with them. The challenges, of course, are kind of many as well. So part of the trouble is debugging. This has traditionally been one of the biggest problems. Kind of, how do I know if I'm in the aspect? This has actually been improved. So the PostSharp toolchain actually has some additions to the Visual Studio debugger, for example, which can let you really trace what's going on with your aspects. But because it's sort of a compile time transformation, then it sort of can be a little tricky to figure out what's going on. One of the things that I'm thinking about quite a bit and don't actually have a good answer for yet is how do we sort of worry about aspect-oriented programming and how does it fit in with testing? How do we actually test our aspects both individually, but how do we test their integration with the rest of our code? And I think that's, in some senses, that's maybe almost an open challenge. I haven't seen anyone doing anything like mock aspect yet. That could be kind of interesting. And of course, part of the challenge of doing any of this is it's a new paradigm. You won't just come to this one talk and hear me talk about AOP and go away and be the world's most awesome AOP user. Okay? Like any paradigm, it takes a little bit of time to sort of get used to it, to figure out how to use it, and to figure out how it can fit into your problems and actually help maybe provide some solutions. So thank you. I hope this has been kind of an interesting look at AOP.